Ako lang ang binigyan ng photo. At saka tutuntungan. Iba na talaga ang CEO. Well, mga kapuso, we are gathered here tonight to honor and pay our last respects to our friend and colleague, Mike Enriquez. Normally, when one has already passed away, we cannot say any bad thing about that person. But in the case of Mike, talagang wala tayong masasabing bad thing. Because I can only remember good things to say about him. Because as baby knows, he's really a good person. At nakita niyo naman, yung mga talagang nakakakilala sa kanya, mga katrabaho niya for so many years. Walang masamang masabi, kundi puro papuri. Kaya lang, parang joke, dinadaan sa joke. Kaya ako, I would rather be serious. Dahil servisyo, totoo tayo. Matagal ko rin nakatrabaho si Mike. Hindi lang yun. During the time we were working together, we were also friends. And that is, I think, more than 23 years. At makikita nyo, hindi lamang sa mga testimony ng kanyang mga katrabaho, pati yung mga outpouring of sadness ng mga kapuso niya sa GMA at mga public, yung mga nakikinig sa kanya sa radyo at nanonood sa kanya sa telebisyon. And that proves how good a person he was. And let me say that in all the years I have known him, I have not heard, even as a rumor, that he did anything dishonest or done something that was immoral. And maybe listen to this, sexually or otherwise. A former president of the Philippines once called me to ask if Mike would agree to be part of the senatorial slate of their party. When I called Mike to relay the offer, Mike asked for my opinion. And I told him that the decision was for him to make. But I also told him that if he became a senator, as he was likely to be, in order for him to earn the same amount of money he was earning at that time, he will have to steal and be corrupt. And as you know, he did not accept it. As a colleague in GMA, I have had no problem with him. The problems in radio I brought to his attention were all satisfactorily solved by him. Mahal na mahal ni Mike ang radyo at ang pagbabalita. Mike, I would say, was neither a morning nor a night person. He was at his best at any time of the day. Although some said that he was sleeping in the studio. He was up at the crack of dawn anchoring his radio program, delivered the evening news with classic confidence in 24 Oras. And still at his best, at the close of the day, when he anchored the late night newscast, Sabi, which ends, I think, up to midnight or even beyond. In between those times, he led teams as senior vice president for radio, covered news stories, and did interviews. And most of all, he was devoted to his wife, Faith, which I think is going to be was a full-time job. And because of his grueling schedule, anchoring a radio program before 6 a.m., managing our radio stations, and anchoring a TV news program up to 12 midnight, I told Mike that he can have a small bedroom at his office where baby can join him. But he did not accept my offer. His other program, Investigador, was one of the top-rating public affairs program and runs its own action center, catering to various needs of people from all walks of life. And Sabi was the first Philippine news program to win Best Newscast at the New York Festivals. Now, off camera, Mike spoke in a calm manner, articulate in both English and Filipino, and as a leader, Mike led with a heart and with his values. And even when he was on medical leave already, he did his best to join the board and officers' meetings. Perhaps it is because Mike's heart ached for those who need help. He was already organizing a group whose advocacy was to make dialysis and kidney procedures affordable to Filipinos. Until the very end, his purpose in doing things was still about servisyo totoo. Like many of you and us, I had been eagerly waiting for the day that he would walk back into the studio of 24 Oras and say his iconic lines. But the Lord has other plans. And exactly a month before his 72nd birthday, Mike joined our Creator. According to an interview with a newspaper many years back, Mike was reading the book How to Retire Happy, Wild and Free, authored by Ernie Senilski. And one of the lines from that book reads, and I quote, "You were given 3 special gifts when you were born. The gifts of life, love, and laughter." Unquote. Mike, my dear friend, thank you for sharing those 3 gifts with us. At this point, I would like to thank Baby, Mike's wife, for lending Mike to us. You were such a great part in his success. Know that we in GMA are here for you. No one can replace Mike Enriquez and all the goodness he brought into this world. We say farewell to Mike, but his legacy will live on. Paalam, Mike, at maraming salamat sa paghahatid ng balitang walang kinikilingan, walang pinoprotektahan, walang kasinungalingan, serbisyo, totoo lamang. Lahat ng iyong mga kapuso will sorely miss you. Salamat.